Hello, Robbinsdale Middle School. How you doing? This is Principal Jackson with your announcement for this week. If today or this week is your birthday, then happy birthday to you. We hope you have a wonderful week celebrating your birthday. Our SAT word for the week is vast. That's an adjective, and it means enormous or immense. For example, according to experts, our vast oceans are Earth's last unexplored frontier. 70% of our planet lies under vast amounts of water. Vast. So let's try to practice that word this week. We have two learner profiles this week. The first one is knowledgeable, and the second one is risk taker. So we are knowledgeable when we learn about ourselves, learning about the world around us, trying to learn many things, learning about different things, and using what we know to solve problems in life. That's how we are knowledgeable. And we become risk takers by making mistakes and learning from them, trying new things, using our own initiative, believing in ourselves, never giving up, giving it a go, a good college try. And even if you feel shy about it, solving problems in different ways. And so, with that being said, we want to talk about Women's History Month because Women's History Month is the month of March. So, we'll be learning about different women throughout American history. And remember, I said it last time, but I want you to think about it. We didn't even start celebrating the accomplishments of women until I was like in grade school. So this is a fairly new tradition to celebrate women's history and our accomplishments. And the 2021 theme for Women's History Month is Valiant Women of the Vote, Refusing to be Silenced. And that is what our theme for Women's History Month is. And because of that, I want to talk about someone who really refused to be silent and someone who really took voting very seriously. Her name is Stacey Abrams, and she made history, and she will go down in history. And let me tell you why. First of all, Stacey Abrams received degrees from Spelman College, which is a historically Black university, and the School of Public Affairs at the University of Texas, and Yale Law School. So she is knowledgeable. She was also born in Madison, Wisconsin, which isn't too far from here, about 4 hours. And she is the sister of 5 other siblings. So there's 6 siblings in her family, and she is one of 6. They grew up in Gulfport, Mississippi, which is on the coast of Mississippi, which is way down south. But they were also raised in Georgia, which is where she lives now. And a few things about Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams is a political leader, voting rights activist, and New York Times best-selling author. After serving for 11 years in the Georgia House of Representatives, 7 as a Democratic leader, in 2018, Abrams became the Democratic nominee for governor of Georgia, winning at the time more votes than any other Democrat in that state's history. So she was a risk taker. Abrams was also the first Black woman to become the gubernatorial nominee for a major party in the United States. So she made history that way as well. She was a risk taker. Abrams launched a group called Fair Fight to ensure that every American has a voice in our election system through programs. And so the program that she launched, like I said, was Fair Fight. And it's an initiative to fund and train voter protection teams in 20 battleground states. And over the course of her career, Abrams has founded many organizations devoted to voting rights and training and hiring younger people to do all of these social issues and track all of these social issues around voting at both the state and the national level. So I would like to say that that is a little information about Stacey Abrams. She's knowledgeable, she's a risk taker, and she is one of the valiant women of the vote who refuse to be silent. So I hope you learned something new today. And until next time, have an awesome day and continue to learn something new. One more thing before I forget, we want to shout out Mr. Shelby. He was in the Star Tribune for talking about how well we want to educate our students at Robbinsdale Middle School and across the nation and across the state. So shout out, Mr. Shelby. Keep up the awesome work.